Hello everyone. What you're about to watch is an impromptu interview between myself, Seaboard, and an incredibly sophisticated cheater by the name of Lil Endian. For context, I first encountered this player a few days ago while playing competitive TF2, and was rather intrigued by his flashy and cocky demeanor, expensive cosmetics, and effectiveness of his cheating software. I eventually landed myself in a lobby a few days later while I was on the same team as him. Instead of berating him, calling him out, or just ignoring him, I decided to ask a few questions to satiate my curiosity. After the following interview, I'll have some really interesting additional information on what I've gathered up about Lil Endian, and on one final note, I did not tell him he was being recorded.
For as long as I've had the account.
Let's go!
How long have you had the account for?
5.5 years now or so.
Jesus, really?
Okay.
Yep.
How?
And I'll be doing it for another 5 to 10 years. My cheat's super private and undetectable. I'll never get banned.
Is it just
Valve won't manual ban
sure.
unless
I'm sure.
threats.
Jesus.
This sheet's extremely private, written by me, fully custom, and designed to stay undetected forever.
Wait, have you been cheating the whole time, or just since like the bot stuff come in?
No, the whole time. I was cheating back in 2012, actually.
Damn. All right.
I've only seen this dude like since starting a few days ago. I've generally only seen him starting like a few weeks ago at most.
Everyone out here knows me. I've been doing this for years on TF2.
Okay.
Yeah, if you were a programmer, I could explain it to you, but my cheat is extremely stealthy. You can burrow your cheat software extremely deeply into the operating system and make it very difficult to detect.
Oh, it's like what's it? Nest or code? What's the phrase? It's like
my cheat's external, but I don't have to move it into the kernel fully just yet.
Kernel. That's the one.
I'm on Linux, so it makes it a lot easier. The best it gets is actually a hypervisor, which is below even the kernel, but I don't have time to write that, and it's way overkill for a game like this.
Shit.
I'm comfortable as long as I say a few years ahead of the anti-cheat. I was a few years ahead of the CSGO anti-cheat update as well. I was starting to get cold feet. I was like, Valve's going to update the anti-cheat in a year or two. I know it. And
so why are you doing this?
I upgraded the security of the framework, and yep, I dodged their ban wave last year. They updated the anti-cheat big time, and every single public provider got hit except for me. Maybe Nitro players are willing to play on an alt account. That doesn't really matter if they get banned, but I want to play on my main account with all my skins. And there's no cheat other than ones I've written myself that can give me the confidence I need.
Hey, Lil Endian, take us for a little test drive with your cheats. I want to see how they work.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't update TF2's anti-cheat to match CSGO.
I think he muted me. That's pretty funny if you did.
No, I didn't. I'm just talking to stuff again, Chris. Because CSGO VAC is way stronger. Way stronger.
If you could explain it to someone who's like not a
bypass.
coding guy, like how much stronger is it?
An order of magnitude stronger. If they were to update it, every single public internal would be detected overnight, including the bots.
So what's the fun part of doing this? You didn't answer my question yet. Why do you get off on it?
Listening to grown men cry over a video game is pretty funny to me.
Fair enough.
That's fair. It's fun. It's funny to me too.
Why don't you start cheating them?
Because I don't want to.
Yeah, I feel like
enjoy playing the game.
I like a challenge. Even if I do get my ass
The
beat
challenge
sometimes.
for me was writing a cheat, and then I gained an immense satisfaction using it.
You just have a better gamer chair. Oh, it's like a subscription thing? Like, how do they control it on that end?
Yeah.
Do you have to like sign up
You
for
would
an
get a
account?
loader system where you have to log in with a username and password, and then it would check your subscription time and load the cheat in memory only to prevent you from having redistributable copies.
Oh.
It's a basic form of digital rights management software.
Damn.
The DRM is actually one of the biggest barriers to entry of writing or selling cheats, at least.
What do you mean? Like is it a Like DRM for the game or DRM for the
If
cheat?
you don't, well, if you don't have DRM in your cheat, people are gonna crack it pretty quick if you intend to sell to a lot of people.
Oh shit, really?
Oh yeah, cheat piracy. My cheat has only the goals of being able to destroy legit players and remaining undetected forever. I don't play projectile classes, so I never bothered to write it, but I would like to in the future when I'm not so busy with work.
So I'm actually really curious. What's the origin of the name for your sniper rifle? Guys, it's a lot of numbers and letters,
That's
Unicode, or whatever that is.
the description is how I find C engine client dynamically, which is used for setting aimbot angles.
Oh, is this like some like
And
Zodiac
it's-
killer shit where you like give hints?
No, that's just literally like, it's letting other people know that I am cheating.
Oh.
Any person who's ever developed a cheat will recognize that immediately as a byte pattern to search for. I'd rather like retire sooner than waste a bunch of money on skins. I know one guy with $8,000 of skins who uses a $20 public cheat. It's actually like insane to me. He's living on borrowed time.
Did he eventually lose it all?
He will eventually. He hasn't yet though, because to my surprise, they haven't updated the anti-cheat to the written, tested anti-cheat that CS:GO has that's functional and effective.
Are you excited for CS:GO 2?
Very. I'm gonna sell my cheat publicly. The Windows build, I mean. I maintain a Windows build and a Linux build.
Oh, you're a Linux build? Oh yeah, you're a real fucking nerd. No offense.
I'm on Linux, yeah. Most of my computers run Linux, but I have one bare metal Windows 10.
And that's the interview. Or at least the relevant info I recorded with Shadowplay. Like I said, I have a few more bits of juicy info for you if you'd like to stay around to hear it. One of the first things I looked into after interviewing Lil Endian was his Steam profile. As you can expect, you have a hacker profile picture and a lot of hentai and ecchi games. Or ecchi, I don't know how you pronounce it, but a lot of his displayed expensive items from both CSGO and TF2. You have his favorite game is Hatred. Make of that what you will. An interesting fact about him is that he uploads a lot of screenshots, and a lot of them focus on glitches, like render glitches and errors, things of that nature. So I don't think he's lying about having an interest in coding and tech, because he seems to have some sort of mind about it when it comes to those kinds of subjects. And the most hilarious thing about his entire profile is that he has a comments thread nearly 250 pages long, which is insane for a single person. I think mine on my profile is like 2 pages long. A couple more interesting bits of information I found out about Lil Endian were his Twitter profile and, weirdly enough, his SoundCloud profile. Now, I don't know for certain if these two profiles are his. They do share the name, and they do both have an interest in coding, but I don't have definitive proof they are his, so take this segment with a grain of salt. As you can see, there is some coding jargon and a hacker aesthetic, but his SoundCloud profile is far more interesting. Please take a listen to this.
Seems today that all you write is JavaScript and Python and HTML. But where are those good old-fashioned languages on which our hardware relies? Lucky there's a kernel programmer. Lucky there's a nerd who positively can do all the code that makes us laugh and cry. These are kernel programmers.
Beautiful. I'm going to leave the task of listening to that second SoundCloud track up to the viewer. It is also pretty beautiful. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and thank you for putting up with my very clearly sick voice. I have something, although I don't really know what it is. It I just hope it isn't COVID.